Hi, my name is Julie and welcome to your yin yoga practice. For this practice, the only prop that you may require is a bolster. This is going to be a beautiful practice to loosen and free up through all areas of the spine and a little bit into the hips. So let's get ourselves started. To begin, we are going to start in a seated position. You may or may not wish to sit on a bolster with your legs crossed. You can straddle the bolster or sit with your hips on the earth. And I've got my furry friend with me. This is Billy. Once you have got yourself nice and grounded in a seated position, let your hands gently rest wherever they fall in your lap or in your thighs, inviting your shoulders to roll back and down and softening and closing down the eyes. And just take a moment to allow your body and mind to anchor and arrive. Knowing that you're here, choosing this video in this moment to let go of any of the pressures, any of the expectations placed on you. And just take a beat, take a moment to rest, to digest, to pause. So as we settle in here, I invite you to notice the small pauses found at the edge of your inhale before it slips into the exhale, and the edge of your exhale before it turns into the next inhalation. These pauses, this retention of breath is called kumbhaka. And with it comes a real awareness and presence of the now. Take another 2 deep breaths here. And then very slowly blinking open the eyes. We're going to come into our first yin-like shape, which is a seated twist. So you may or may not like to sit on a bolster. It's totally up to you. And we're going to start, there's one of 3 options. Option 1, we're going to bring our right foot in just beside your left. That might be enough. Hugging the right knee with your left hand. And your right hand can rotate the left side of the ribs around, twisting over to the right as far as you can. Maybe you're hugging around the thigh if that feels good. And you might be content to stay there. If you'd like to take this a little bit further, your right foot can cross over your left upper thigh to take this a little deeper. Or perhaps you tuck the tail of your left foot underneath you as we come into our twist. So just honor what feels best for you. And using this as a beautiful opportunity to wring out through your spine, decompressing any of the tension stored throughout the sections of our spine. Again, becoming aware of the natural pauses found at the edge of the inhale before it slips into the exhale. And the natural pauses found at the edge of the exhale before it slips into the next inhalation. Let us stay for another 4 deep breaths here. The edge of your next exhale, very slowly coming back to center and releasing your legs long out in front of you. Taking a moment to feel your spine center up once more. And it might feel nice to take an audible sigh of the breath. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Coming into caterpillar pose. So sitting up nice and tall on top of your hips. And caterpillar pose is essentially a forward flexion of the spine. We can take this in many ways. So perhaps you might like to use the bolster. Bolster can come underneath your hips, and that will help elevate the spine to allow that forward flexion if you feel you're leaning back. Another option that I find really nice is to place the bolster underneath the upper thighs and then bowing forward from there. Or perhaps if you feel okay in the backs of the knees and the hips, you might like to place the bolster on top of your thighs and bow forward, maybe stacking your fists one on top of each other to rest the forehead, or your forearms, or your head completely. So many, many options here, knowing that we'll be here for a little bit of time. So let yourself get nice and comfy, honoring the layer that feels appropriate to you. Knowing that this is a time to release any external expectation of you. It is a time to enjoy being present and still, and to give back to this body and this mind that gives so much. Let us stay for another 4 deep breaths. Noticing the pauses, found at the edge of each inhale and exhale. At the edge of your exhale, very, very slowly lifting yourself back up again. Beautiful. Hands can come behind you, removing your bolster. And just taking off any of the pressure found in the back body as the body takes its time to reorganize and balance. Slowly sitting all the way up. We're going to come into our seated twist the other side. So you can sit on top of a bolster if you wish to elevate your hips. Otherwise, hips on the ground. Left foot steps in, perhaps beside. We start with our right hand holding the thigh. Left hand, I like to hold the right ribs just to ignite the twist and moving your organs out of the way. Sometimes they get a bit stuck in the twist. Then your left hand can come behind you and you can hug the right arm a little tighter in. This might feel enough to get into your bind or your twist. Or perhaps you might step your left foot beyond the right thigh if that feels good. Or perhaps you tuck the right leg underneath you. So just honor where feels good in your body, prioritizing length through your spine, pulling up through the crown of the head and pressing down through your hips as we revolve the entire line from tail to crown over to the left. Take another 3 deep breaths here. The edge of your exhale, slowly returning back to center. Extending the legs. And this time, make sure your bolster's beside you and lay all the way down onto your back. Centering your spine on the earth. Knees can bend. We'll come into a variant of a reclined butterfly. So whilst you're on your back, kick and pull the bolster underneath you, just below your hips. And ideally, we're going to place the soles of your feet on your bolster and let your knees fall open out to the sides. Hands can relax on your belly and thighs or out to the sides as we feel into this gentle opening of the pelvis. And let yourself settle in. Perhaps allowing your mind to ruminate and indulge a little deeper into these moments of pause, of presence. Take another 3 deep breaths here. And the edge of your exhale, simply just allow your legs to extend. You might feel comfortable as we settle into our final resting meditation to have your thighs over the bolster. This is the most supportive option for our lower back if you lay in Shavasana. If you don't need the prop for your lower back, you can remove and go without anything whatsoever. That might feel nice. Or you might like to use the bolster as a grounding tool, placing perhaps over your pelvis, or maybe over the entire trunk of your torso, just to apply a bit of weight, a little bit more grounding. And we will be here only for a small bit of time. However, if you wish to be here a little longer, feel welcome to pause this video now and then take as much time as you need. Otherwise, let us simply soften and close down the eyes again. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let everything go. feeling your body slowly melting deeper down into the earth. Feeling grounded, connected, and held. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Slowly start to reawaken the body, wiggling hands and feet. And then taking your time to roll over to one side. Very slowly build yourself up once more into a grounded seat. As we bring this practice to a close, I invite you to bring your hands together at your heart space. Taking a moment to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Thinking of perhaps one thing you feel grateful for right now in this moment. And then when you feel ready, draw your thumbs to your third eye. And let us bow our heads down to one another with a deep, profound sense of appreciation. The light in me and as the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. I hope you enjoyed flowing in your yin practice with me this evening. If you did enjoy this practice with me and my little furry friend Billy, please subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more content with you in future. Take care. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening.